In this video, I'm going to be going over more in depth of the skills and techniques of using Google Drawings to create a mosaic. So once you've accessed Google Drawings, you will need to upload your image and choose a solid background. To review, to insert an image, you go to Insert, Image, and then Drive. And your photographs would show up on the right-hand side. You would click on your photograph or your reference drawing, and you would press Insert, or you could drag and drop. To create a background, you're going to right-click on the back and then go to Background, and then you're going to pick a solid color. You can always go back and change this as you work on your mosaic. You might find that a different color would fit better with your color scheme, so you can always change that later. If your image is not properly formatted, you can right-click on your photograph and have the ability to rotate or flip it. I'm going to flip mine back to counterclockwise. You can also change the transparency of your image. This is helpful because you won't get confused when creating shapes, the same color as your image, making them difficult to see. To do this, you would right-click, go to Format Options, and then go to Adjustments and adjust the transparency to your liking. To create your different mosaic pieces, you have two options. You can use the Shape tool, or you can use different line tools. And I'm going to show you the Shape tool first. For the Shape tool, you can draw in whatever shape you'd like. And every time you use the Shape tool, you do need to click on the shape. You can also use the copy and paste method if you would like the shape to be the same size. Next, I'm going to teach you guys how to do the curve line tool. And just a little hint, when working on your mosaics, it's a good idea to zoom in so you can see that smaller detail. So this is the curve line tool. You'd start drawing your pieces. And notice how they pop out a little bit as you draw them. They expand, filling that space. And they're really customized here. Next, I'm going to show you how to use the polyline tool. This is one of my favorites. It creates really clean, sharp lines. So you get to choose how you create your tiles for your mosaic. Next, I'm going to show you how to do the color. Now, anytime that you're going to click on one of your pieces, you're going to want to go back up to this arrow here. Otherwise, you'll start drawing random polylines. So I'm going to show you how to do the colors. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit so we're not jumping around the page. So you would click on your piece, and then for the border color, I'd like you to always use transparent. Remember, mosaics, the tiles never touch, and you can see the grout through. So the grout is now our background when we're working digitally. So you're always going to have that borderline be transparent. For your fill color, you have two options. You can do solid or you can do gradient. I'm going to show you guys the gradient side. The gradient inside of the shape has the value already. For the solid, you can create your value by changing up your colors. You can also do the same with gradient. So I'm going to pick gradient for my lighthouse. And if you choose gradient, I'd like you to choose gradient throughout. Or if you choose solid, I'd like you to choose solid throughout, mainly to keep that consistency going with your craftsmanship. Now I need to go back and do the border lines being transparent here. Just like that. Do not use big pieces to fill larger spaces. Instead, you can use the copy and paste method to fill larger areas with similar mosaic pieces. You can group several pieces together by pressing Shift and clicking on all the pieces you'd like to group together. So you would hold down Shift and click your pieces that you'd like to group together. Then you would right-click and press group. The shortcut for that is Command Option G. Once you've grouped those pieces together, you should be able to copy and paste them. And they would move together. Remember, if you don't like the way you did something, you can always press Command Z to undo it. Just like if I didn't like this, I would just do Command Z and it would have moved right back to where it was before. So you can always utilize this just in case you don't like anything. When you're finally done with your piece, you filled your entire reference photo with mosaic tiles, you will delete your reference photo. Before we wrap it up in this tutorial, let's check out 2 examples that I have created or are in progress. Here's my lighthouse that is in progress right now. I'll be using it in class to demonstrate how to use the skills and techniques you've just learned about in this video. So as you can see, some of my pieces are grouped, and you can use the arrows to move them too if you'd like. So this is how I've been creating my background. Then let's check out my lion mosaic right here. This one is pretty much complete. I might add more to it, but I use the gradient color for the pieces here. As you can see, there's some more shine to it. Remember to review the rubric before starting so you know what is expected of you in this assignment. When you are finished, please share the project with both myself and a classmate in order to complete the Google Forms peer critique that the link can be found in your email. I am looking forward to seeing your final pieces.